Night. My wife picked me up from the airport. Um, you hear background? You hearing
Yeah, I
background,
got a little
Julius?
background. Let me take care of that. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Big John.
How's that, brother?
Perfect.
Yeah, no. So I got back. I had a week long in Texas. Let me tell you something. The excitement, right? The excitement that I'm seeing, I'm feeling all over. I flew into Texas. A lot of the leaders there, Michael Falkless. We were traveling the state, man. We were doing some hard running. From started off in Dallas. We drove to Houston the next day, about a 4.5 hour ride. Then the following day, we went back to Fort Worth. So, and what I saw a lot of people wanting something, really excited about this opportunity. It's happening everywhere, Julius. And, I've been listening to Jim Rohn this morning when I wake up on a Monday morning. Most every morning I wake up, I'm putting something in my head, right? Something positive. But what I'm seeing out there is people really want something more. And so when I woke up this morning, I'm saying to myself, what separates the people? Of course, everybody wants something more, right? Everybody wants something more in their life. That's a no-brainer, right? If you ask somebody, hey, would you like more money? Would you like more time freedom? Would you like to go on vacation whenever you want, no matter how much it costs? I think everybody would say yes, right? But I'm saying to myself this morning, what separates the people that are making this happen from the people who are not? I think number one is belief. I think it comes down to everybody. Listen, everybody believes that community solar is the next transfer of wealth. Everybody can see that. I think it comes down to belief in thyself, right? And the biggest fault of everybody's lack of belief is worrying about what other people think or worrying about what other people tell you, right? And so today, I pledged to start a new day, Julius, on myself, right? To attack the day. That's what I'm going to do today. I got my rest. I was beat up. I was a couch potato after church yesterday, gathering my thoughts, nourishing my body. And I think what separates the winners from the wannabe winners is action, right? Or lack thereof action. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to reach out to 50 people, 50, 5-0. I'm going to go on a barrage because I truly believe we have a gift to offer to somebody else. Now, Julius, if you remember, you and I had a deep conversation about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, right? We had a call and I said, you know what, Jewel? I'm here to help you. Kirk's here to help you. The Kenny brothers are here to help you, but you're not flipping enough cards.
I remember that.
You're not. I told you that straight up. I said, dude, you're a 7-figure a year earner all day long in this business, but if you don't focus on the actions. So, Julius, after that conversation, your business is exploding. I mean, really exploding. So, you basically went overnight from a guy that was tiptoeing around,
Right.
right? You were tiptoeing, right? You
Yep.
were tiptoeing. You were in and out. You were in and out. But now you're on top of the world. Can you explain to everybody how that feels?
Man, I'll tell you this is that there is nothing that changes because all of us have different stuff going on, John. And when we had that call, and I'm glad you brought that up this morning because when we had that call, we're all busy. We all got stuff going on. But when I started just hitting the list, just banging the list, and that's why, it's funny you started with this, because this morning I was sitting here. It's funny because I'm sitting here saying, okay, what's the plan for the day, right? I'm literally sitting before the call, because now all I did was just started picking up the phone and realizing that there's somebody that is sitting home right now that could use an extra $500 a week. And I started thinking about it, and I started hitting the list. And next thing you know, things started happening that I couldn't imagine. Momentum started happening that I couldn't imagine, just because I started flipping the cards. Leaders started coming in my business that at this point, I was sitting yesterday feeling overwhelmed, because I was like, okay, I got leaders calling me all day, just because I just started calling people. And then you have people in the business now that literally are leaders on their own, and it has created momentum that honestly I'm still not satisfied with. But it's so much going on, but I still got work to do. And I wake up in the morning and I say, okay, it's time to get to work, because community solar, what's happening in Texas, it doesn't matter who's in. You got to keep, you always say, keep flipping cards. And right now, it doesn't matter who's in, doesn't matter how big the leader is. Now it's just flipping cards. And what's happening is that there is something in the universe that I believe comes from action. And literally my business is getting the momentum, but I want more. I want more. I got to do more. And now you can't stop. It's almost like you get addicted to the action, right? And so there's work to be done. Some things, and for you and Kirk, you guys have been incredible. I got people on groups now that are gathering customers, but there's still results that got to come from that work. And there's some fun over the next month. I'm excited to see, for you guys to see what's going to happen in Julius's business, and where we're going to be, because I'm looking at my businesses, and it's on the precipice of doing some things that just have blown my mind. And I'm talking the last 30 days because of action. And I want to start talking about more about action and results on this call, because I'm be honest with you, Big John and Kirk, you guys have been the example of what action really is. And if we don't do anything else on this Monday morning Mojo call, if we don't let people walk away with anything else, we need to help them walk away with, it doesn't matter how they feel, it doesn't matter what's going on in their life. If you take this business will deliver. We don't have to wonder, we don't have to doubt. And if we focus on that, we're going to change so many people's lives, Big John.
You know, I look at this opportunity, Julius, and I'm traveling the country, and it really injected me with a lot of energy. No pun intended. But when I see the hope, right? People say, you know what? Oh, I hope this happens. I wish this happens. And I kind of say to them, I said, listen, that's all well and good, but hope's a lottery ticket, right? We're not in the
Right.
lottery business. I said, if you really want it to happen, I can help you, right? I can't help you pick up the phone and contact 50 people. I can't help you with that. I can help and support you through the process of this business. I could show you the way to success. But like listening to Jim Rohn this morning, it's all about making yourself better, right? It's all about everybody on this call. Like you were in a position, Julius. You were in a position a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. You were floundering. You. Let's be honest. You were in between.
Yep.
And you know what? You made a decision, a firm decision. I remember you telling me you had a big talk with your wife. Now, Julius, you were a powerful man in corporate America. You worked with the NFL. You worked with top financial firms on Wall Street, right? But you see this, right? You see this for what the value is for you and your family. And more importantly, right? More importantly, we can only get to the top by having a lot of other people follow us. It's the only way
That's
we
it.
can get there,
That's it.
right?
Yeah, and that's it. For so many people, like, success in our past doesn't dictate today. You're only as good as the last card you flipped. And this is a 20-year win. And I tell people that now, and they don't get it. And I say to them, I said, successful people miss the mark on many things because sometimes we think we know too much. When you sit in conference rooms, and here's the thing that triggered Big John. I'm going to share with everybody. Look, I had a shift in my company, and I mean, I'm talking 5-figure a month shift. And I called Big John, and I called Kirk. I said, guys, I said, I don't know how I'm going to recover from this. And Big John and Kirk said the same thing. They said, look, you just got to keep flipping cards, man. Just it'll, and what I started looking at is I started looking at not just the comp plan of this business, but the moment I realized that I could still stay home with my family. I didn't want to go back in and take a CEO job at a big company. I didn't want to, I sit at home. I walk to the beach with my son. I could travel to Maryland, any state we're going to. I didn't want to give up my life. And I said, if I got to run for 2 years to put something in place, why wouldn't I do it? It's not about hard work. I've been working hard all my life, just like everybody on this call. It is a fundamental decision to determine that success is your only option. And I come back to you guys with the same thing I said a few weeks ago, is that I missed the first trip. And missing the first trip was not about the trip. Missing the first trip was about me not being all in. And what I want to share with everybody is that from a leader, you have to make a decision in your life. And when I listen to Jim Rohn, I listen to Eric, Eric Thomas, and I listen to all these things, at the end of the day, it comes down to one thing, is that hope is never going to be a plan. Hope will make you feel good, but now I'm at a point where there is nobody responsible. If it is to be, it is truly up to me. Do I have a team around me? But I got to wake up every day and I got to decide that I'm a 7-figure guy. You got to decide you're a 7-figure girl. You got to decide that every single day. And all the trinkets of success do not matter if the action isn't present.
That's right. That's right.
And that's it, Big John.
Julius, right? We all know, right? We all know it's painful, right? I talk to people, I take phone calls. People say to me, John, I'm having a tough time getting customers. My own cousin told me no. My own brother told me no. And I start laughing. And they say, well, what are you laughing about? I said, we all go through the same thing, brother. I said, but when you want something bad enough, you'll get it. You'll make the calls. You'll get the customers, because I did. Wasn't easy for me. I said, but think about this. Your mind's a very powerful thing. If your life depended on it, right? If your life really depended on it, would you get 20 customers? You're damn straight you would. If your family's life depended on it, would you get 20 customers? You damn sure would. If your family and your life depended on it, would you contact 50 people today? You damn sure would. See, it's all about what you have in your mind, right? And your belief and how bad you want something, whether or not you're going to get it. I mean, Julius, I have to play mind games on myself a lot of times to push myself to go take those extra steps. But that's how you get there. So we have a gentleman, Julius. He was one of my first phone calls to come into business. I've never seen anybody work this business like this guy in my life. I think he's one of the best network marketers in the world. And it's not just his effort. It's not just his effort. It's his care for everybody in his business, right? He's tireless effort, right? Kirk Coran is he's in Texas right now. He drove 5 hours or 4 hours yesterday to do a one-on-one meeting. I know they're driving to Lubbock tonight. He's been all over the state of Texas. Kirk Coran, are you with us?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear, brother.
All right. Hey, great call this morning. Thank you for having me on. what Julius has been talking about really resonates. I'm meeting a lot of people that are in the business, but they're not in the business yet. And, I want to start off by telling everyone on here, you're not in Think Energy until Think Energy's in you. When you have that fire in you, that your belief level is at a whole nother level and you're unstoppable. We've all been there where you're floundering around, and, it's not always for a specific reason, but once you realize how big this is, I keep looking. I've seen this presentation, I can't even count how many times now, but every time I see it, I pick up a new nugget and I realize the power of this compensation plan. We're getting paid on every customer in our organization. It's just absolutely incredible what we have our hands on. So, I want everyone to know that you don't have to be running the roads like I am or like Big John is. I mean, I love people. People are my addiction. I love being around the heat, to create more fire. And we've been having a great time down here in Texas. I mean, we had almost 100 people in Houston, Texas, for our launch meeting, and it was absolutely amazing. It felt so good to see all those people excited again. But I want everyone to take into consideration where we're at. I mean, I'm hearing people that are just truly, they make good money, but they're struggling financially. I mean, this country's in big trouble. I mean, you can't go to a grocery store without spending $200. People are going to get part-time jobs. Now they have no money or time. We have a vehicle to help so many people. And once you believe that you can help people with this, you become unstoppable. And that's how I am. I love what we do. I believe in it. I know that electricity is true residual income. People pay their bill every month. It's not going away. You're right, John. I have been all over Texas. I'm currently out in East Texas. Remember, we're an hour behind, so this is a big deal for me to be up this early. But I'm out in East Texas, and I'm driving back to Corsicana to pick up our first Texas director, Don and Brenda Boyd, and we're heading to Lubbock, another 5-hour drive. And why am I doing that? Not because I want to drive all over Texas, but I wanted to get on here this morning to tell everybody, this city, this municipal power company is deregulating for the first time. I'm not exactly sure what Michael's bringing to the table, but even if he brought what we currently have in Texas to the table, which I think he's going to give them some special offering. Now, I don't know the details yet. I hope to find out this morning before I get out there. But what I will tell you is there's over 300,000 customers that are going to, if they don't make a choice, they're going to be put onto a provider, whether they want it or not. So this is 300,000 plus customers that have to make a decision. It's not like in the Northeast where they deregulate a market and then you have a decision to stay or go. They have to go. So these customers are moving to new providers. And anyone on here, I'd be making phone calls. I'd be looking in your phone, looking at Texas area codes, figuring out who you know, where you know them, and reaching out to people. We have a big meeting tonight at the library in Lubbock at 7 p.m. I'm expecting we're going to have a packed house. I'm looking forward to it. But, everything Michael has told us is going to happen is coming to fruition. And, John, yeah, when we talk about hope, I hope I don't catch a cold. I know where this is going. You know what I mean? Hope is one thing. Knowing is another thing. And I know what we have our hands on. I know where this is going. And I just want to help as many people hop on this train as we can get to see what's going on. And I just want to say what I generally do say on here. It's not our decision to decide for somebody else whether or not they'll do this. It's our job to get it in front of everybody. It doesn't matter their walk of life. It doesn't matter, rich, poor, anything in between. I always use myself and John Smith as two examples. I was a broke firefighter, sick and tired of being sick and tired. John Smith and his wife, Mary Jane, are, very wealthy people, but servant leaders. And we both saw the opportunity. We're both out doing the same thing. And, you can sit back and say, why would he do that? And you should ask him sometime, because it's pretty powerful when he shares with you why he's doing this. He loves helping people. He is a servant like I've never met before. Linda McKelly come up from Grenada, and she is tearing it up here in Texas. This woman, rented a car through Turo, and now we have a new advisor, Izzy. Izzy is all fired up about Think Energy. He rented the car to Linda, and she invited to a presentation in Fort Worth, and he's on board and he's fired up. So, you don't know what you don't know, but if you keep Think Energy a secret, it's never going to help anyone. So blast it out to everybody you know. I appreciate you, John. Julius, I'm really excited for you. I appreciate everything you do for our team. You are a true servant as well. I love you guys. Great call as always. And I look forward, guys. The last thing I want to leave you with is, don't forget to keep plugging people into the Zooms. That's how Big John and I have been building our business since we started. We decided to hit the road because we're birds of a feather. We love being around people, but that is not a requirement to be successful in this business. Get out there and invite people to these Zooms. That's what they're for, and keep your momentum moving forward. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, brother, and all the best out there in Texas. So we're 20 minutes into the call. Julius, I think we had some pretty good content on here. And, when you hear stories like Linda from Grenada, and so many people that are traveling that want this, or so many people that are making the phone calls. I want to end the call on this note. Kirk's right. Kirk's 100% right. There's people out there, a lot of people out there, that understand and realize the challenges everyone has, right? As we're getting up in age, or even if you're young, what's your future look like? You got to ask yourself, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with your future? And you know what? I saw this opportunity alongside with my wife to help a lot of people. And I think a lot of people need this. And therefore, I choose to attack my list. I choose not to stand silent of giving people this gift. And I choose not to just procrastinate, but to be a voice to help the masses. I hope each and every one of you choose those same things, because it'll not only change other people's lives, it'll change your life as well. So, Julius, why don't you close it out? And let's start running, Julius. I know you're ready to start pounding the phones this morning. So,
yeah, and everybody, I just want to close it out with this: is that make a plan for your day. Let's not go into another day with hope. I want to challenge everybody. Challenge yourself to put in. Go put in 10 customers a day. Go challenge yourself to talk to 20 people a day. Send a 9-minute video out. Do 3-way calls. It's a simple activity. I think people sometimes want to talk about the big thing, but it is the consistent hammering away at the little thing. And I want you to know that these calls aren't just to motivate you on Monday. It's to give you perspective. And I'll tell you that success comes with, when you have perspective, you can grow and grow to levels you never could imagine. And so, Big John, thanks again. Kirk, thanks again, guys. We're back every Monday morning, same time, same place, guys. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
All the best. Let's go get them, guys.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
you, John.
day.
Thank you, Julius. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic call, gentlemen.
Right. What you don't
Awesome
know
call,
will
guys.
hurt you. So learn from your
Woohoo!
negative as well as your positive experiences. Make life worthwhile. You gotta know. Life is worthwhile if you learn. You gotta know. You gotta have the information. When I talk to the kids in school, that's what I say. Get the information while you're here. What you're gonna do with it, that's up to you. You gotta know. Throw it all away, that's up to you. Just use a little of it, that's up to you. But while you're here, get it all. There's nothing worse than being stupid. Being broke is bad, but stupid is really bad. So get the information. What's really, really bad is being broke and stupid. Nothing worse than being stupid, unless you're sick. That would do it. Sick, broken, stupid. That's about as far as you can fall, unless you're ugly. You're ugly. Being broke is bad, but stupid is really bad. So get the information. Ugly, sick, broken, stupid. That's the ultimate negative life. So jot this down now. What you don't know will hurt you. Jot this down now. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is tragedy.